All right, guys, so getting into the straight line theory. Okay, so what is the straight line theory? Well, this theory was come up with by Jordan Belfort. I believe he came up with it in prison, but I could be wrong. However, it's a really great theory, and it's basically the ideology around, a straight line between you and what you're aiming for, which is obviously a sale. So there is, in some realities, or some, virtual realities, a perfect world where there is just no objections, no obstacles in between you and getting your sale. But that is obviously never the case, okay? There's always going to be ups and downs, objections, little hurdles that you need to overcome throughout the process. However, you are in control the entire time. The minute that you give away control in this process, the minute that you've lost control, and you're not going to get it back from that point. This is something that you need to be aware of as it's happening. So you need to maintain control as the client thinks that they are gaining it themselves. So, throughout this process, if you see that the pitch is veering off course, or it's going in a direction that isn't relative to what you want, you need to be able to steer it back into the way that you need it to go for your sale to be completed. Okay, so you need to take control of the conversation, and you're not there to kiss their ass. You're not there to be a nice guy. You're just here to help them make money and solve their problems. So, you don't even really need to sell it. You're just there to speak facts, and you're there to answer any of their, concerns. Okay, and you do that in a way where you answer their concerns factually, so that you're not coming across like you're like this sleazy salesman, like trying to sell them a second-hand car with all these problems. You're trying to sell them a better reality. Talk about their reality and what they're trying to achieve. You want to be focusing on their problem and also the solution at the same time. So get them to feel that emotion that problem makes them feel. Okay, so I just want to start by, taking a moment to highlight that this is usually how calls go. When you're asking them a few qualifying questions about their current situation, where do you see your business in 6 months from now? Like, ask them, where do they see it? Is it going to be in the same place? Like, get them thinking about what they want. See some of the results. So this is really what you need to tell them. You need to be transparent from the get-go and tell them what to expect. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few qualifying questions about your current situation or where you are. Where do you want to be in 6 months from now? This is going to give me an idea if you're a good fit for what we're offering. Does that sound good? Okay. From here, based on the fact that you're a good fit, I'm going to tell you a bit about how we work and what we offer, and show you some of the results that our clients are consistently getting month to month. Okay? You're fully taking control of this whole conversation. You're telling them how the conversation is going to go. Okay, so based on the fact that you're a genuine good fit and you're inspired by these results that I'm getting, I'll make a recommendation for what I think will benefit you and help you achieve the objectives that you're going for. Does that sound good? Sounds great. So you basically told him, at the end of this meeting, I'm going to try and sell you something. How does that sound? Are you okay with that? That sounds fine. Okay, so you've prepared him for what's coming. Okay, and now this is where you build rapport and you build trust. Instantly, he's going to trust you more because you've just been straight up with him. You've told him what he's in for and what he can expect. Okay, so this is really what you want to say to him from here. So how long have you been in business, and what are you hoping to gain from this call with me today? How much are you turning over at the moment? Ask him. If he doesn't want to tell you, he's just not going to tell you. It's not going to hurt to ask. Okay, now ask him, is the business growing at the pace that you want? Okay, when he answers with the turnover, you can say to him, is that per week? And this will really humble him, because he's probably turning over that number per month. But if you say to him, hey, like 30,000, oh, that's great. Is that a weekly turnover? And he's like, oh, no, monthly. You're like, oh, okay. And it just instantly humbles him and makes him realize that, he could be doing 30K a week if he tried. But that's another little sales tool there. Maintaining clarity. Okay, so the straight line theory, it symbolizes a clear and efficient path from the initial contact to closing the sale. It aims to minimize distractions and keep the sale process focused on achieving the ultimate goal. Okay, so in other words, if the prospect wants to start talking about their marriage and how their wife needs to help him decide, the conversation is veered off the straight line. Take note of these topics, subjects, and bring it back to the pitch. E.g., it's great to hear that you and your wife make decisions as a team. I'm sure you'll be in the good books when you come home tonight and tell her that you've found a solution to consistently bring your joint venture new revenue and new clientele. What is he going to say to that? Oh yeah, no, she's going to be great. It makes him look like a man. It makes him look like a decisive individual. And the overall straight line theory aims to refine the sales process by providing a structured framework that enhances efficiency, effectiveness, and ultimately removes confusion from where we are going next. Okay, you'll get better and better at this the more you practice it. I hope this has been a valuable video, because the straight line theory, being straight up with the client from the get-go, is the easiest way to avoid objections later on. Okay. Anyway, I hope this is beneficial, and learn to apply this, because it is super helpful.